Okay, so, um, yeah, Go Trader. I never actually expected to be streaming this. I'm quickly gonna check some settings. So, quickly checking how to see how my audio and such are. So, yeah, never thought I would actually stream this game. It's been a while since I've played it. If you look at my save games, it's like 2024, so that's been a while. And my original playthrough has been in the same year, I think. So I've been missing out on a few DLCs and a few extra storylines, like the Arbitrator. I haven't actually played it yet. So I'm mostly just seeing how this streams, just trying something out. I'm quickly checking something. Uh, because apparently there's something. Quickly checking my Twitch now, because now I'm getting a Twitch notification. I prepared this stream so well. My apologies. Also, I don't think you can hear the game at the moment because apparently it shuts down the sound as soon as I tap out. So that is not something I was expecting. Yeah, no, Fire. Anyway, hey Kibby. I hope you can hear me now, though. Yesterday, the setting was a bit bugged. Oh, damn! I forgot to check what the message was I was getting. That was not smart. I got distracted by for a second when I saw Kibby talk. Quickly checking. I'm still stuck. My mom's causing fight. Oh no, what's going on? What is going on? That doesn't sound good. Come on. Why can't I do this? Why can't I enter this? It's refusing to show me something. Okay, well, never mind. Custom character, create your own very own rogue trader. Oh, it automatically changes the looks already. Like I don't remember that being a thing. Oh god. Okay, I have no clue what to say about this. Okay, so it is without the augments at least, without the. Wait, why doesn't he like at least like give him like his hair shaven here as well? Oh god. Hey Miggy. I'm just laughing at the at the portraits at the moment. I think I'm just gonna go with this guy. He seems the most
For the glory of the dynasty.
well, enjoy your ice cream.
For the Emperor!
The best defense is a good offense.
Yes, he's very square. I like this voice. Just a quick check something. I have like, I haven't played this for ages, so I have like this file for this. Yeah. Fortress World, Crime Lord. I'm gonna be cheating a little bit. So there's different like planets you can come from, and every planet gives you like advantages, like strength, toughness, agility plus, and like intelligence and fellowship minus. These are like main stats. It's been a while since I played, so I don't remember all of them. I know that willpower, yeah. Why would I explain it when the tooltip can explain it as well? And then intelligence kind of speaks for itself, strength speaks for itself. So you can see like everything has its own little explanation, and apparently Fortress World, due to the perception and willpower, yeah, willpower not that much, but due to the perception, it's considered rather good, and the abilities. So we're gonna go for that, and it's basically the same with like the origin. You have different kinds of origins. As the Militarium Commander, yeah, Imperial Guard. Then you have a Commissar. Love the uniform though. Like, I love how the uniforms like change depending on your. Oh god. On your origin. Apparently, Noble is still like the worst. Crime Lord used to be really good because you had like a surefire plan. And this is the one that I am picking for this one as well. Quickly checking. Yeah, Crime Lord Operative, yes. So it's still considered one of the better ones, but this one isn't that good in general anymore. Oh, yes. So you get to choose your Triumph and your Darkest Hour. I'm not sure if there is... No, there's not really... Like, it gives logic in this case. Like, Apex of Billions, you manage to corrupt an entire star system and turn it into your personal den of thieves, which sounds cool, of course. You set an ecclesiarchy, cardinal of a priceless treasure that had been kept in one of the most secure sanctums of the... This is, of course, really cool. Or a shadow war against the void pirates of your sector. So, I am just gonna go with this. Darkest Hour. Like a brand of shame, of course. Can we call it traitor? Kagos was, I think, the ability to get negative effects, yeah. I'm just gonna go with the Shadow. So, as you can see, every class has their own little... an officer can become a Vanguard, for example, Master Tactician, Gun Strategist, or Overseer. And then at level 36 you become an Exemplar. Everybody becomes an Exemplar at the end, as you can see. So there's like just different paths you can take. This also works for your companions. It's kind of the same system. I'm gonna go with Operative. So as you can see, Operative has a few abilities. The exploit is the most important part. It's like 5 times your perception bonus to increase more damage. It used to be really good. I have no clue if it's still the same. But then I'm going to go to Assassin and then Exemplar, of course. Base skills. Oof, I'm going to have to quickly check. It says ballistic skill +2. Agility +2. You can see the 2 blips here, and as last, intelligence. As you can see, all the skills have like different things that they influence. It's kind of like Dungeons and Dragons, if you're familiar with that. Ballistic skill is just like your ranged weapon, and your weapon skill is your melee weapon. That's all I remember. Fellowship is buffing your other stuff like persuasion, commerce, coercion. Willpower doesn't really influence things, but like awareness is really important for a Genji's character. Intelligence gives all the lore stuff, Medicae and tech use. And agility, just demolition. I'm not the biggest fan of demolition, but yeah. So there's two different ships, and I forgot if there's a difference between them. Besides the way that they look, of course. You know what? I fight with his name. We're gonna go with Unforgiven. So here you can see all the choices basically that were made. Oh god, some of these names. I have no clue how to even pronounce this. Finian? Isidorus, okay. Cornelius. Yes, as soon as I hear the name Cornelius, I'm immediately cowering beneath my table, beneath my desk. It is such an imposing name, such an impressive name. Percival again. Marn. Marn reminds me of the name of that bar guy at Deep Space Nine. Orthodoxy, that sounds a lot like heresy. Seki. Damn it. This sounds like I'm gonna be joining the monastery or something. Hiram sounds like some Arabic word, I'm not gonna say. Sigmund sounds as if I'm German. Nathan. Okay. Now we're gonna go with Seth. It's a basic ass name. This is also to keep my characters separate because I always name it the same thing, and if I give it another name, at least I'll be able to keep them separate from earlier characters that I made. I kind of wonder how expensive it is to get those statues on board of a ship, though. Hey, Nova.
An excellent place for contemplation. One has the best view of the cathedral from here. Mesmerizing, wouldn't you say? An impeccable manifestation of the God Emperor's sublimity.
Choices in dialogues. You are in a dialogue. Oh no, really? Here you can learn more about current affairs, influence of the character, blah blah blah. Okay, sure, got it. Truly an awe-inspiring sight. Frankly, such access can be tiring at times. Oh, this sounds like the path to heresy. All this ostentatious luxury. I'm surprised I said it in one go. This laughable pretense. It is okay. That also sounds like heresy. Have we met? Do you have a particular reason for disturbing me? I'm gonna go for that.
My apologies. I did not seek you out to pester you with unwanted attention. Allow me to introduce myself. Kunrad Voigtveer, Master of Whispers, in the employ of Her Ladyship rogue trader Theodora von Valencias. At your service. I haven't had the pleasure of speaking with you in person before.
Sad Stubbs. I like that surname.
My regards. Naturally, the infamy of your Achievements in the shadows of an entire sector is not unknown to me. Your enterprising spirit and, if you excuse my bluntness, refusal to die are qualities worth saluting. It is as if you were carried here on the wings of destiny itself.
Ah, yeah, the wings of destiny.
I will be frank with you. You may forget your past titles, no matter who gave them to you, or what their origins are. From the moment you and the other candidate were brought aboard this void ship, your fate changed. You now serve Lord Captain Theodora von Valencias, and carry the burden of an heir of this house. Henceforth, you share your dynastic name with her ladyship. Bear it with honor.
I like the way he pronounces certain words, like the Oh, sorry, I forgot what I was gonna say. Lord Captain, strange title for Lady Theodora. There's something in my throat. Why am I aboard this vessel? Why have I been brought here? You have a curious title, Master of Whispers. What are your responsibilities? Tell me about the one of whose ship I found myself. You say I'm one of the Rogue Trader's heirs, so there's another candidate. Okay, so this is skipping ahead, I think.
There is. And you will meet him soon enough.
Okay, that's a short answer. I did not expect that. Why am I aboard this vessel? Why have I been brought here?
So that you may fulfill your blood duty. Whatever obligations you had before, they are henceforth null and void. By order of the Lord Captain, you have been requisitioned to serve the Rogue Trader, indeed blessed by the God Emperor. Your former position may have been different from conventional service as part of one of the institutions of the Imperium, but from now on, a different fate awaits you. One chosen for you by the Lord Captain. I advise you to come to terms with this reality as quickly as possible.
So the advantage of playing a game like this is that I can have one hand for Nova.
To put it plainly, I am the head of the network of spies and informers who serve the interests of House von Valencias. I uncover weak links both among Lady Theodora's retinue and in the ranks of her rivals. I eliminate our vulnerabilities and exploit those of others.
To be honest, that does sound kind of cool.
I would rather not discuss the Lord Captain behind her back. Especially not on board her ship. No one knows better than I that whispers are wont to attract particularly close attention. Suffice it to say that her ladyship is the bearer of the sacred warrant of trade and a woman of immense power and entitlement. However privileged your position may be, I ask that you do not incur her anger by being disrespectful or obtuse. Lady Theodora despises both qualities.
Nice, that's good to know.
Such are the traditions of the Imperium. Lord Captain is the title that
The
was
Lex
established
Imperialis.
in the annals of the Lex Imperialis, at the time when the first rogue traders entered the God Emperor's service. And therefore, it is sacrosanct. But of course, I have come to invite you to a meeting with Lady Theodora. I imagine you have many questions for your patroness, and I'm sure she has just as many questions for you. It is regrettable that you haven't yet had an opportunity to speak. It has been an arduous voyage thus far. The Lord Captain and Master Edelthrad von Valencias are
Edelthrad.
conversing on the observation platform. Let us join them there.
Some of these names are so easy to pronounce. Elthad. I mean, like, that's a name you can just keep on saying. Okay, forgot how to move.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Look at me, I'm moving. I remember how to move, okay. Interactable objects. Some objects in the game can be interacted with in a special way. Always ask for consent first. They are marked with specific icons. Some icons allow you to study objects, others will transfer the character to the neighboring locations or launch a small event, like present time. These icons become visible when your character is standing close enough to interact, enough to the interactive object. I'm starting to make up my own words. Click left mouse button on the icon to perform. Okay, sure. Crew officer, crew officer, crew officer. Engine Seer, Technomad. A massive conference table, obviously crafted from real wood, a resource of incredible value aboard a void ship. Yeah, I don't think there's a lot of things growing on a ship. Technomad. Praise be to the machine god.
I always keep my options open.
Show the data on the fit screen. Lay people interfering in the operations of the sacred mechanisms disturb the machine spirits. In the name of the Omnissiah, refrain from any further profane acts. Apparently he does not know me that well. Incomprehensible information is displayed on a large screen above the cogitators. You can make out references to unfamiliar systems and worlds amongst the numbers and logisticar symbols.
Is there money to be made?
Ah, they're so boring. Just let me play with the computers. May his will strengthen my heart. May my humble deeds be for the benefit of humanity. Sure. Noble guests, workers, more crew, servitor. Okay. Autosave wasn't that good for the game. I can open the door.
One of the Fon Valencia's trophy rooms. Perhaps you would like to take a look around after your audience with the Lord Captain.
To be honest, it is an impressive trophy room. Kinda wondering why the hell they haven't tanked
What's happening?
the trophy room.
Run! The servitors have gone berserk!
Have you tried turning it off and on again? Oh, they actually got one. So proud of them.
Challenges make the spoils.
You
that
have
much
been ambushed. The
sweeter.
battle begins. To survive in the grim darkness of the far future, you will have to face enemies of all kinds and fight for your life. These hints and tutorials will familiarize you with the combat system of Warhammer 40,000, the Rogue Trader. Yeah, sure. Set, shoot, and don't let it get close. Okay. Phew. That did 0. That was impressive. If you're a crew officer, oh, well, if you were a crew officer and you did so little damage, that's not good for you. Yes, it's turn-based, I know. Okay, Surefire plan. At the start of combat, no, Van Beneden. The Crime Lord gains +4 stacks of the Surefire plan effect. Activation of this ability consumes 1 stack and makes the next action stronger depending on the type of action. If the Crime Lord attacks, they deal 14% more damage. If the Crime Lord moves, they gain 14% damage and parry. If the Crime Lord uses non-damaging ability that on an enemy, that enemy suffers at minus 14% damage to... Okay.
On it. I'll make it happen.
There we go. I don't have it. When you're ready to end your turn, okay. How can you miss from that distance? 0 again.
I'll see to it personally.
Let's see. Exploit. At the start of each turn, the operative inflicts +1 stack of the exploit effect on all enemies within the operative's line of sight. If the operative hits a target with an exploit stack, they deal +5 times perception, I guess, bonus percentage. more damage. The attack is also increased by 10% for each exploit on the target. The attack removes all exploits. Okay. Well, I just got up.
I'll make it happen.
Oh, I just did a reload. Fuck.
Who
Well,
if not me?
I forgot which ability it was, so. And I'm just gonna stack more points on him. Nice, he did 1 damage. Now he's going to die. I love how they're just like getting entirely annihilated. Okay, so this is reload. I should not press reload. I should have hovered over it before pressing it.
He's as good as
So
done.
I'm just gonna do Surefire Plan, and I'm gonna kill it.
Your end was
There we go.
inevitable.
What suspiciously poor timing for such an accident. Servitors malfunction on the officer's deck at exactly the same moment when the rogue trader and her heirs are gathered here. I have blocked all passages between the upper and lower sectors of the residential decks. If this is a deliberate attack, it should stop the culprits from advancing their plan.
So what I kind of missed here is like some kind of narration for the actions that they do. Like the entire without taking his eyes off the bodies on the floor, blah blah. That could have just been narrated by someone. Would have been kind of cool. Oh, of course, now the guards come in.
I'm afraid I must remain here. For Lady Theodora's safety, I have to oversee the execution of these orders personally. I hope you will have no difficulty reaching the observation platform on your own. It is just at the end of this corridor.
And off he goes. Oh, off I go.
I always have a backup plan.
The wires in the servitor's head are still smoldering. It would seem the cause of the malfunction was the short-circuiting of the motive force, okay? Tarantula sentry gun, constructed with the blessing of the Adeptus Mechanicus, using a standard template construct and the manufactoriums of Kieva Gamma. I'm hoping I pronounced it properly. Lehman Ghost battle tank. Boom. Reclaimed and restored by the grace of the God Emperor, the first to breach the capital walls during the pacification of Vortex Khitan. I'm so butchering some of these names. Come on, I was working hard, bowing. It's okay. But except as unfinished, another symbol of House Valancius, von Valancius, sorry. Fellow will be displayed here at some point in the future. Let's go scrub. We see you raise your head again. Oh god, be nice to people. Sometimes forget that Warhammer is not meant for nice people. A grey-green crystal with white veins. A low hum can be heard coming from the artifact. That never sounds good. A strange object that resembles sea coral. The porous surface is pitted, a sign that it has been underwater. The stone on the pedestal is no doubt solid, but its surface shimmers and changes hue, as if someone has captured a piece of turbulent sea within the rock. That's kind of cool. A massive golden amalgam interspersed with, oh god, they are doing this on purpose, with sparkling particles.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Black shard resembling obsidian. If you look closely, you can discern a strange, barely perceptible glow inside the artifact. Oh god, they really want to trip me up. A violet alloy, which upon close examination turns out to be a handcrafted object. Symbols carved with a primitive tool are visible on the surface. That's kind of cool. So, guards, let me through. Or this is not where I should be going. Is this where I should be going? I should use the map actually. This is the door I should be using. Jocasta Sourback. No initiative, no independent thought. Only the Omnissiah command and adhere to
Keep your
protocols.
wits
Okay.
about you.
Some of these guards are so mean. I think I'm supposed to go here. To be honest, this is kind of cool. Ah, here we are.
That is simply irrational, Lady Theodora. Assimilation into the trade structure would be political and economic suicide. Practically an admission of heresy.
Then suggest an alternative that will satisfy me.
Oh, I
have
forgot her
described
voice
the
actress.
Situation. No worse than my seneschal.
I
could
love
have
her voice.
done. Make a decision. What will you do with Ion 6, Edelthrad?
Your first impression of Edelthrad, who appears to be about 30 years old. Oh god, so young. Is of parchment-like skin, gauged over a tightly bundled mass of sinew, implants, and bone. Okay. The nervously twitching fingers, the face twisted by a slight tic, and the jerky movements are all a sign of some illness or defect that has taken over his physical form. Oh, sure.
Our second candidate has joined us. Approach and give me your answer.
Sure.
Consider this hypothetical situation. Ion 6. A new world on the fringes of the Coronus Expanse. High seismic activity, regular magma eruptions, metamorphic rock deposits, prospects for large-scale mining. The world is populated by natives who worship some heretical underworld spirits that protect those who offer them sacrifices. Flights of fancy, you might say, but attempts to install ore extractors have failed for the second time. The mining crews sent to the planet's surface simply vanished overnight. My question to you is, what would you do with this poisoned treasure?
Okay, so apparently I succeeded a Xenos lore check and a Warp lore check. Those spirits could well be the natives' name for dangerous aliens. I would first verify if that is indeed the case, and if the population of Ion 6 engages in Xena worship, okay? There are ways to confirm whether what is happening on Ion 6 is witchcraft or not. It might cost several psychers to do so, but it will give us the answer. If my particular life experiences are any indicator, some of the natives would eagerly betray their chieftains, okay? These reports of spirits, heresy, okay. However, I would put my interest first. Yeah. Ah, it must be purged. For the good of the Imperium, I shall exterminate the heretical beliefs and... Okay. I do not know. I don't think this is going to be the guide answer. You can... Yeah, I don't think you can say that in this case. I'm going to go with the warp explanation, because they're... who worship heretical underground spirits. So I'm going to go for the warp.
Pharaoh, but presumptuous. It took me a great deal to find one psyker who could serve me well for many years. Yet you speak of several.
Sanctioned psychers are rare and valuable instruments of the Golden Throne. Or do you suggest that we use heretics, who are an offense to the God Emperor's light? It would be rather careless of you to utter such profanity in the presence of his faithful servants.
Okay, so basically, Edelthrad is a little bitch that is already offended by the fact that I could answer a question he could not, apparently. I gave a straight answer to a simple question, which, as I understand, was still more than you could do. Nice. We are both servants of the God Emperor and Lady Theodora. Does it become anyone of blah blah? This is so... Yeah. I find your tone most disagreeable. You will kindly alter the manner in which you address me, or else you will live to get the consequences. Okay? Shut your mouth before I decide to shut. Basically, these are the same answer. Just one is polite, and this one is not polite. I'm just gonna be like, gonna be a smartass.
Insolent, ignorant upstart! How dare you!
Oh, it was so easy.
Edelthrad, I believe I gave you an assignment on this ship. Explain to me then why my senior congregator is still dawdling about the officer's deck, instead of proceeding to the middle decks to commence the inspection of the compartments in his purview.
I beg your forgiveness, Lady
Kind of sad
Theodora.
that he doesn't have a
Your
portrait.
presence has such a profound effect on me that I well forgot the time.
Oh god, how deep is his ass, his head in her ass? Because that is the most suck-up answer you can give.
So, why are you here?
Was it not you who sent for me? That kind of sounds like just massively submissive. Like, oh yeah, you sent for me. Like, ooh. There are questions that I wish to have answered. This a bit more dominant. I didn't know just yet. I hope you will clarify that. I'm gonna go for the second one.
You are direct. I approve.
Nice.
But you will have to wait. There is something I want you to understand first.
Oh well, my intelligence score isn't that high.
My name is Theodora von Valancius Massimo of Scaris. I am a rogue trader in the service of the God Emperor of humanity. And my rights and freedoms are vindicated by a most sacred relic. The warrant of trade, kept aboard this very vessel. Mine is the honor to venture into the darkness, beyond the Imperium, and carry humanity's light where powers wicked and heretical reign, and bow death and ruin to us all.
Sounds like a PR speech, like someone prepared it for.
It is my decision alone to determine the fate of whatever I find past the bounds of the explored void. Every world I discover, along with all there is to find thereon. Resources, people, riches, and mysteries, is mine by right.
I like the mysteries.
I command millions of lives, rule over numerous planets, and possess fortunes that no planetary governor or commander could dream of amassing. And you are one of those with von Valancius blood in their veins and a rightful claim to this inheritance when the hour comes.
Ooh. It's all too sudden for me. Yeah, never gonna pick that one. One off, does that mean there are other heirs? Yeah, I just saw one, so yes. That would be a dumb question to ask. I just met one. Like, I am ready to take on this sacred purpose.
Oh yes, you would be, wouldn't you? The question is, am I ready to choose you over the rest? You came aboard hours before the warp jump, and have not yet distinguished yourself in any way. As things
I just answered the
currently
question.
stand, I have doubts that you are suitable for the role of rogue trader.
So disapproving. Just a second. I saw that I got messages. Quickly need to check them.
Bloodright alone is not enough to earn the high honor of becoming the bearer of a warrant of trade. Nonetheless, your abilities and talents may yet prove useful. If not for the role of Lord Captain, then for that of their closest ally. Alas, even those responsibilities can at times be too challenging for those who share your blood. Kunrad Voitvir served me for many years before he made his mistake.
See, again, the one off does just mean that, like, I've already met one. Why would I ask this? Did I hear you correctly? The Master of Whispers is related to you. Master is apparently a difficult word for
me. His kinship to me is most distant, as is yours. Nonetheless, he does bear the name von Valancius, even if he avoids using it publicly, and as such, strictly speaking, can be considered my heir. That door, however, is closed to him. Voitvir's performance in his current role is satisfactory. Or it used to be, at least.
Okay, there's some issue there.
I have some time before the navigator gives the signal to initiate the void ship's translation out of the warp, and my presence is required on the bridge.
Navigator, translation, what are these things you speak of? Well, yeah. An incident took place, yes.
Is that so? Perhaps the Technomats were careless during maintenance. Or it could be the warp playing tricks on us in spite of the Gellerfield. Or perhaps there is something to all the stories about the ship being possessed after all.
That laugh.
Lady Theodora, for the God Emperor's sake, surely you do not intend to start repeating idle rumors spread about by uneducated riffraff.
I love his voice actor. I love his voice actor so much.
Enough, Abelard. Such hearsay amuses me. Idira eagerly retells me everything she learns from the whispers of her unseen advisors. This ship is ancient. It has enough hidden nooks, malfunctioning cogitators, and unused compartments to make ignorant folks speak of specters dwelling inside the bulkheads and plotting against those who yet live. Sometimes I forget that people without direct access to a ship's bridge may not know the first thing about how a void ship travels between the stars. Vessels such as this one are capable of leaving real space and traversing into the warp, an otherworldly dimension of cruel and unthinkable forces. By entering it under the protection of the Gellerfield, we shorten the route to our destination, crossing distances that would require hundreds of years in a matter of weeks instead, sometimes in days or even hours. That is how humanity spread across the galaxy. That is how we were able to build the Imperium, which spans millions of stars. The Rykad system, the domain of rogue trader Winterscale, one of my peers and rivals. Besides me, 2 other rogue traders exist in the Coronis Expanse, and each of them possesses resources comparable to mine. Perhaps you will one day assist House von Valancius in surpassing both of them in affluence and splendor. I set the course for Rykad on the demand for a very specific reason. Perhaps I shall yet apprise you of the purpose for this voyage, but now is not the time.
Just a second. Okay. What are my current responsibilities?
Observe,
I really want to know what my
learn,
responsibilities are.
absorb. It will take time for you to find your bearings aboard this vessel and in your new position.
What is my
Eventually,
position? Like
I
just
will find a
air?
post that suits you as I did for Edelthrad. Until that time comes, consider yourself my aide.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. Gracious Lord Captain, surely there are ways I can prove myself prove myself a worthy heir. Yeah, hell no.
In that case, I shall head to... Disturbances reported on the adjacent decks. Seneschal, if the need arises, protect the New Blood.
New
It
blood.
is possible that the chance to prove your worth may present itself sooner than you may have anticipated.
That doesn't seem good. I seriously love cats, but cat hair? Ugh. Initiative. All combatants act in turns. Yes, I know. This is the initiative. So. Kill them. Why does she say that? Like that's.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
Follow my lead.
Boom.
The glory of the Imperium.
They're nice and crispy.
I'm weak. Chaos guides me.
Every time I hear the word chaos, I have to think of a lame Game of Thrones thing. Like chaos is a ladder. Like whoever wrote that piece, that yeah. Okay, so I get to move.
I'll see to it.
I hope you enjoyed that bullet. Critical hit. Your character has just landed on a critical hit that deals increased damage equal to the character's critical damage stat. Characters' critical damage is 150 of their normal damage by default. However, certain talents, effects, and abilities can increase it. Okay. I expect him to live
If
longer.
not me.
Out of my way!
I am your doom!
I serve the ruinous powers!
The voice actor for that character is kind of good. Oh!
Follow my lead.
Well, the character that I did the debuff on did not survive.
Death to the heretics!
Your character has received a temporary positive effect from an ally. What did I get? Where can I see that again? Each time a Forces character kills an enemy, they gain 10 stacks of Never Stop Shooting. At the start of their turn, there is a stack of Never Stop Shooting percentage chance that the first attack will. Okay.
I'll make it happen.
Okay, that hit percentage is not that high.
On it. Another enemy down.
Mort, take a team with you and clear a path to the transport line. Do not let a single Whoreson survive.
I love the way she pronounces Whoreson.
Didn't bat an eye when that scum burst onto the deck, huh? Not bad. I have seen many an officer who panicked at the sight of combat on the upper decks. The false sense of security offered by their position makes them that much more vulnerable to the harsh realities of warp travel.
She looks at the fox in her hand. All you can hear is lifeless static. What is happening?
From what we have seen, I can speculate that we are dealing with some variety of madness induced by warp travel. Such episodes are not uncommon among Voidsmen who have found themselves outside the boundaries of real space, though such episodes seldom spill onto other decks.
Oh, the casters are not working, or have been sabotaged.
Grr.
Either the warp is toying with us, or someone went to great lengths to cut the ship's communications. I will need a direct channel to the engine seer Prime before I can get a sense of what we are up against. Whatever it may be, keep your weapons at the ready. I imagine it will be some time before we no longer need them.
How could there be armed people in the gangs of the crew who would dare to attack the Lord Captain? The incident with the rampaging services may be connected to what is transpiring now.
Possibly. Quite likely. We will investigate at a later time. Right now, we need to isolate the affected compartments and try to assess the situation.
Trust me, this is hardly surprising for a crew of thousands. The lower decks are a fertile environment for discontent and heresy. No
Maybe-
matter how one tries to
maybe
incinerate
treat
any
people
seed
better.
before it can take root. All it takes is a hint of warp influence to cloud the minds of normally obedient cattle.
Normal, obedient cattle. That is so nice. Such a nice way to talk about people.
Sporadic riots on the lower
Yeah,
decks
in
never reach
Warhammer
these
40k, that's
compartments.
kind of normal.
No, the tumults of the rabble are always contained within their own territory. This is too well organized. It is spreading too rapidly. Mort has gone on ahead to clear a path for us. If you want to make yourself useful, go after him and see if the Arch-Militant requires aid. And be quick about it.
Well, we have our first quest. Don't see any loot, so it's pretty sad.
I always keep my...
Can't go this way. The heretic's body is riddled with holes. I saw her earlier. No, I think he's dead. He's gonna be dead at least. Hey, Kibby.
Thank Providence you are alive and well.
Always on time, eh, Coonrad? The moment we finish chasing the riffraff around the deck, you show up. Always just after the fighting's done. You could set your chrono by it.
Okay, responded.
Mort, hold yourself together.
What, did the Lord Captain send you to chivvy us along? We're all done here. I'll report right away.
Master of Whispers, what is happening on my ship? The Voxnet is silent. The Voxmaster is not responding. Armed assailants have stormed the officer's deck, and my arch-militant just destroyed several more heretics on the way here. Is this a severe case of warp madness? Have some of my crew lost their minds and forgotten who they are and whom they serve? Report!
I love the way she said report there.
I have not yet
offended
received
nature.
word from the Engineering regarding any Gellerfield failures, but communications were already unstable half an hour ago, and now they have ceased altogether. Whatever the cause may be, the consequences are spreading fast. I am receiving scattered reports from the middle decks, and the only Voxcasts from the lower bays are one-way heretical gibberish. That the madmen have already reached the officer's deck suggests that this outrage was planned in advance. Perhaps this is an organized mutiny.
So I need to refill that now. It's not a sippy bottle. A mutiny against the Emperor's unknown executor traitors. Every last one of them. Yes, we must provide immediate assistance to those still on the middle decks. Perhaps we might stop this wave from spreading.
First, we have to confirm that the bridge and the navigator's sanctum are secure. And I have the means to do both things at once. Edelthrad, where is he? I must know if he is unharmed. A psyker aboard a ship that is potentially being assailed by the warp could pose a greater threat to himself and others than a whole army of madmen with improvised weapons.
That is true, though.
I tried to locate him, but the last thing known about his movements is that he arrived on
It's not a sick
Transitional
bottle.
Deck 18.
Yeah, I love the voice actors in this game.
Blast it! Master of Whispers, find Edelthrad immediately. Seneschal, locate Tlas and the Sister of Battle. Both are to remain at my side. Arch-militant, with me. I must go to my study. And it appears we might encounter heretics along the way.
If I may, Lord Captain. Transitional Deck 18 is at the heart of the disturbance, and if our goal is to bring Edelthrad back, I could use some support. After all, I'm not as adept at directly confronting enemies of the House as the esteemed Arch-Militant, and taking into consideration Edelthrad's psyker powers.
I can see a cat hair on my nose. There.
Then it's settled. Find Edelthrad and bring him here. In whatever state you find him. This elevator.
Yeah, I really like the
Used to
graphics. I
restricted
really like the setting.
compartments such as my personal chambers and the bridge. Do not let me down. I require you both. Do you understand? Not everything in your power. You will do as I say.
I figured that
I'll
would
have
piss
your
her
heads
off.
if you fail. Is that clear? Then move out. Mort, come.
She is mad. Big mad.
Are you ready to head to 18? It is a long walk, and you do not even have proper gear.
I shall make do. Lead the way. I have a proposition. Since I am the more important person here, you can go in front to shield me from potential threats. You had better not fail me. The Lord Captain made it clear that relying on you is fraught with risk. I'm just gonna be nice.
Of course you will. Lady Theodora would never have someone she couldn't rely on as one of her heirs. But that is no longer relevant.
Something hits you hard with a sharp crackle, and you are consumed by unbearable gut-wrenching pain. I promised you a special destiny. It is time to fulfill it. Oh no. Press any key. Sure, kick me when I'm down.
Careful, careful. Be gentle with our guest. He has an important mission to complete during our visit to the Warrant Chamber. And for that, I need him breathing. Oh, you are back with us, I see. Delightful.
Of course I'm gonna go for the two-faced scum.
How perceptive of you. I'll help you with the next insight. I need you here for your blood. You have the option to share it voluntarily, or I will squeeze it out of you myself. We are in the anteroom of the Warrant Chamber, this void ship's most hallowed vault. There, beyond those gates, lies the relic that gives Theodora all of her power. The sacred Warrant of Trade. Only one obstacle remains on my path to obtaining it. The gates to the chamber are guarded by the Sentinel, an ancient device that will only open the door to a true heir of the dynasty. I expected to do this part myself, but never mind. You will offer your blood to the Sentinel.
What is it, inbred? Is your blood too thin for the Sentinel?
On the contrary, the Warp's blessing has raised me too much above your kind, Von Valancius. The Sentinel refused to submit to me. But you can help. After all, isn't that what family is for?
What sorry pathetic excuse do you even have for your apostasy? You sordid, wretched piece of gog shit. Boom.
Wretched? What do you know about wretchedness? Theodora's cur. Are you hoping to buy a grain of her indulgence with your blind loyalty? Oh, I know this delusion. But thank the gods it no longer has power over me. Humanity can rot. I no longer serve mortal kind. Once my work is done, I'll make that pompous wench Von Valancius watch as I sacrifice her entire dynasty and commit their fate to the gods. And you will be the instrument by which I will accomplish this righteous act.
Okay, the blade flashes in the dim light, and drops of blood appear on your palm. For a brief moment you feel nauseous, your head is spinning, and then quiet whispers begin to flood your mind. More and more sourceless voices echo each other, drowning out your own thoughts, replacing them with a singular urge. Go to the gate, okay. Fight the voices in your head. I'll do what you require. We can pay for this, you feel. Enough threats, comply with your demand. Yeah, fuck off. I'm gonna fight the voices. In the gateway arch, you see a cogitator with a human likeness built into the front panel. As you approach, the torso twitches slightly. This is a servitor, an obedient automaton, created from a lobotomized human being. The sentinel turns its head towards you, one of its eye sockets lighting up with two amber-like irises. Tech use 100%. Examine the device. Tech use. That succeeded. You carefully inspected the sign of the gate cogitator. What immediately catches your eye is a strange alloy that was used as material for the machine's components, some of which are unfamiliar to you. You suspect this might be some kind of archaeotech relic. 5 experience. The servitor on the gate begins to move. With a screeching and groaning of metal, it leans forward, closer to you. Its lower jaw opens with a drawn-out shriek, much wider than the jaw of a living human could. The servitor's mouth is filled with sharp, metallic fangs that glint in the dim light. The fit screen to the right of you lights up, showing strings of mysterious symbols on a green background. A whisper runs through your consciousness, insisting, demanding sacrifice. The voices that filled your head after Voidware wounded you with his blade did not go away. On the contrary, their source coiled itself into a tight knot somewhere in the depths of your mind. Examine the sentinel. The servitor looks notably different from the ones you're used to. Its skin covering its stitches together with copper thread, and it has metal hinges in place of standard joints. It seems that the creators of the Sentinel did everything to ensure that the service life of this unit would be much longer than that of an ordinary automotive. Okay. Look for anything that can be used as a weapon. You're looking around in the hopes of finding at least something that could work as a weapon. Okay, that's not going well. Back.
Did you forget something? I suggest you hurry.
Well, guess the only thing that remains is placing my hand into it. The Sentinel's jaw clamps around your hand, puncturing your skin and sinking into your flesh. A few dark drops fall into the servitor's throat, and immediately you hear humming as the servo motors start up and the pumps stay in motion. The fit screen of the cogitator flickers. Several long minutes pass. Sentinel's jaws remain closed, and you are beginning to feel sick. Perhaps if you were to lean against the gate, you could catch your breath, maybe even close your eyes and pretend none of this ever happened. Okay.
High levels of caustic humus. The subject is in a state of heightened stress. Do you require assistance?
You did not understand where this quiet voice is coming from. Crackling like static. Is this a Sentinel? Yes. Pain shoots to your head and subsides just as quickly. It would seem the entity coiled in your subconscious does not have the ability to do any real harm.
Request accepted. Initiating defense protocol.
There is still another way.
Check the warden's chamber. The enormous gates match the importance of the thing they protect. The massive doors are made of heavy metal and look impeccable.
Is there money to be made?
You have to admit this looks cool. Let it be known that by my will and by the 2 words of this document, I appoint this person to be the bearer of the warden's gate, and bestow upon them and their dynasty, blah blah. To be the paragon of humanity, and broken by adversity, to walk bravely first into darkness, to unite and reclaim what was lost, to triumph over nightmares untold, to hold boldly the gates of faith, to walk steadily into the God of Thorns. Ugh.
Escort the child of the house to safety.
What madness is happening here? Who are you? Who addresses me?
Temporary obnubilation following acute stress. Mobile unit of the Warren Sentinel standing by. Mobile unit of the Warren Sentinel designed as a personal escort of the child of the house and a means of communicating with the rogue trader's subjects. Mobile unit standing standing by.
Need to contact someone, preferably Theodora.
Voxcast frequencies disrupted. Initiating setup. Establishing connection.
Voxmaster, restore communication with the Navigator Sanctum. I'm trying to contact the bridge. If anyone can hear me on this frequency, regroup all available forces and head to the upper decks at once. I repeat, regroup all available forces and head...
Communication protocols breached. Signal latency assessment unavailable. Unable to establish two-way connection.
I need a weapon.
Distance from the current location to the nearest arsenal. Initiating situational calculations. Middle and upper decks. Assuming the probability of safe placement in areas of concentration of armed units. Calculating. To prevent unauthorized units from breaching the warrant chamber, preemptive sealing must be initiated. The mobile unit will start executing the received order immediately after the safety of the warrant is secured.
Okay.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Just making sure there's nothing here that I can... Okay, I really have like nothing. Oh, seal the warrant chamber. That doesn't seem good.
Run, fools, or fall!
Gotta love chainswords.
Master! Whatever are you doing in the warrant chamber? How did you... Throne preserve me! What is the meaning of this?
Yeah, Kungat is a traitor. When we parted ways in the officer's deck, he stunned me and somehow brought me here.
What?
He intended to take revenge on Theodora or something, and turning to reach the warrants was somehow part of the plan.
Oh, holy God, Emperor! I presume he is the one responsible for the mutiny. And, Master, I wish to remind you that you are to refer to the Lord Captain as Lady Theodora. Saints' blood! And it is small wonder that the heretics are so well organized. I thought his order to seal the passages between decks was his attempt to stop the attackers from spreading to other levels. But now I see the real reason. It was to stop the enforcers from intervening. At least you are alive, and now safe, Master. Alas, I doubt we can afford to look for a compartment to sit out this disaster. You're in a bad way. I can treat your wounds. I have a Medicaid kit with me. And, for the love of the throne, now is not a good time to be walking around the decks without means of self-defense. Here.
He hands you a weapon, a sniper rifle. Like, generally when I'm on board of a ship and I'm just casually strolling around during a mutiny, I do also just have a sniper rifle on me, just in case someone needs a sniper rifle. Okay, let's see. Sniper rifle. Body gloves. I think that name's weird.
My gut
How do
tells me
I,
it's a bad idea.
How do I use this? Can't be equipped by this character. Okay, starting out well. He can equip them though.
Your
Let's see.
seneschal is always there for you. Let me help.
I'll make sure.
That is a noticeable improvement. Now you're prepared for the trials ahead. The lower decks are teeming with heretics instigating the rabble to revolt. But that is the least of our problems. The ship's enforcers are rounding up the scoundrels and suppressing the resistance. The situation on the middle decks is much worse, although strike teams have already been dispatched there. All communication with the bridge and the engineering bay was lost. So, apart from scattered voxcasts, we have no information to
That's
go on.
always good.
But that is not the worst of it all. All these jolts and shaking are most alarming. These are signs that the Navigator and the Master Helmsman are having difficulty translating the ship out of the warp and into real space. I fear that they may have already lost control. We must reach the Navigator's sanctum and get a handle on the situation. If we can manage that, some aboard this vessel may yet survive.
Okay.
I am no helmsman, or God Emperor preserve me navigator. However, I've spent my entire life aboard void ships equipped with warp drives, and I know that portents such as these do not bode well. It could be that the Gellerfield has faltered. Perhaps the Navigator was struck down by warp corruption and is fighting for the last shreds of his humanity as we speak. If we get thrown off course, we will be forever lost in the warp. Naturally, we would likely not have long to live in that scenario.
That always sounds good.
myself to such an outcome just yet. You sent me a Vox message, specifically a Voxcast on the officer's frequency, which I had the good fortune to receive. You mean to say you did no such thing?
Yeah, I think the Warren Sentinel may send that message.
Warren Sentinel? The Lord Captain barely ever ventures down to the chamber, and I was at her side only once or twice when she did. And I did not see anything of the sort. The Warren Chamber is an ancient and rather sacred mechanism that the ship's tech priests treat with the utmost reverence. I assume that whatever it is that you did, you must have activated certain processes and caused the Sentinel to awaken. But then, why did none of it happen when Lady Theodora did the same? During warp transit, the Sanctum is closed to all who are not involved in traversing the Empyrean. And for good reason. For the Navigator to open their third eye and perceive the way, the Sanctum must be bathed in the energies of the Immaterium. Only a Navigator can withstand such an ordeal. For the rest of us, any contact with the warp is fraught with perils such as loss of sanity, spontaneous mutations, and death.
Spontaneous mutations sounds kind of cool, though.
Lady Theodora's. Which one? The last one I received was about the Navigator's Sanctum, and that was a good while ago. In any case, let us hope that the Lord Captain is well, and safely in charge of the ship's defense. In the meantime, we must do all we can to prevent the ship from veering off course.
The Navigator's Sanctum. Very well. Will you lead the way?
Absolutely. Let us proceed.
To arms, loyal sons and daughters of the God Emperor! Fight the heresy and corruption that threatens to consume our home, and with all your might, destroy those who have dared!
The Lord Captain is calling her crew to battle, which means the Vox networks are set up for broadcast transmission, not message exchange. Splendid. While the rogue trader inspires proper resolve to fight in her subjects, you and I shall prove that her trust in us is well deserved. Onward!
Well, this immediately starts out well.
To arms!
Wait, didn't I equip? Deadeye shot.
I'll make it happen.
Never stood a chance.
Oh, I forgot to do this actually.
Brace yourself, Abelard.
Friends can hurt by your burst attacks or area attacks. Okay.
Oh, my ears are ringing.
He's definitely getting hurt, but it's not an area attack. second. Okay, base for impact. The Navy officer grants the based effect to each ally, including himself, in a 5-cell radius. The Navy officer gains +1 charges this ability at the start of combat, when their wounds are below 50% for the first time in combat, and each time an ally falls unconscious. Okay.
Indeed. I'd rather not. I took care of this one.
Ooh, 2 of them parried. That's not nice.
Victory is imminent.
Oof. Well, they did not hurt it.
I've suffered worse. One fewer target.
I'll see to it personally.
Yeah, that's the attack of opportunity that I just witnessed. Oh, nice. I wonder if this is gonna work. Nice. 2 in 1 go.
Death to the weak. Chaos guides me.
I wonder if I can take both of them.
It will be done. Reduce to dust.
There we go. Easy. You can advance the level of your characters. Okay.
What advice do you seek?
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Of your Lord Captain, whose house you last bad. May your souls never lose their fervor. Blah blah. You hate it for the enemies of the Imperium. Yes, thank you. Choose skill. And then I have logic and tech use are being suggested. Let me quickly check. It's just Medicae, I think. Yeah, Medicae. Okay. Why does it suggest Medicae? It's the only time it suggests Medicae this list, so that's kind of why I'm curious about it as well. Because all the other times it's like tech use. I think there's a maximum of how much you can use tech use and such. So yeah, tech use and awareness. Yes, that's a toughness. Yes. I am quickly checking something. Yeah. I am gonna prepare for Get the Fuck Out GTFO. Because I kind of promised to play some GTFO with other people. I'll most likely be playing this the entire weekend. But for now, I am going to prepare for GTFO. Thank you for checking me out. I will be shortly returning as a GTFO stream when the other people are ready.